Welcome to the 2020 and 2021 season of Winter Warriors. We are excited that you've chosen us and chosen to join us and play the game. My name is Rachel Ebers. Some of you guys might know me if you're in the Portland market. I'm now the Director of Marketing at Fitvil Northwest. And even though I'm based out of the Portland area, this is a Northwest program. I've worked for Wade and Julie Pinnell, who own Fitvil Northwest, since 2017. And I'm really excited to be walking you through our virtual version of Winter Warriors for this upcoming season. So welcome. Thanks for joining the call. We actually have 200 people registered for the program right now. It's not too late to sign up. We actually keep registration open for the duration of the season because we always love people joining us and racking up the points. So thank you so much for joining us and joining me during your lunch hour today. I'm going to try my best to respect your time and keep this call to a half hour. So the goal of Winter Warriors, as it always was a way to help our community stay fit through the dark and dreary days of winter. So much of this program in the past was built on runs that happened 3 times a week. Without the ability to meet up in person, at least for the foreseeable future, we still wanted to provide our Northwest community with competition and lighthearted fun and accountability. Those are all things that are at the heart of the Winter Warriors program. So thanks for joining us in that. We actually have a few of our run leaders across the Northwest on this call. So Ian, who's now recording this call, gets a huge shout out. He's one of our point people, and he's just been an incredible resource. And he's actually the guy behind the leaderboard that you guys are going to see every week. And I know that we also have Steve on the call, Becca and Sam out of Tacoma. Steve's out of Kendall Yards. I think that Nikki might be on this call. And I think maybe Emily. So we've got run leaders and resources all across our region, which encompasses both Washington, Oregon, and the state of Idaho. So please give them a shout out and know that they are local resources for you. Just come in and ask, and we're happy to help you if you have any questions as it relates to Winter Warriors, as our stores are still open and will remain open, at least for the foreseeable future. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a forecast. We always forecast when we talk to our customers who come in our stores about what we're actually going to be doing. And so I'll do the same for this call. So what you can expect during this orientation is a short overview of what Winter Warriors used to be and what it will be this year. I'm also going to walk you through how to earn points and how to use the Fitvil app. So there might be some questions on that. And I'm going to walk you through how to check up on those points through our website. So I'm going to talk through all of that. And lastly, I'm going to talk you through our plan for small group meetups and answer any questions that you have. So we will have some time at the end for any sort of questions that come in through the chat. So if you have questions, go ahead and type them into the chat as we go, and we'll answer as many as we can at the end, and we'll follow up with you if we can't. All right, so let's dive into what Winter Warriors used to look like. So Winter Warriors used to be something that we used to host 3 runs a week starting on Black Friday. So we used to kick off the season with a big pancake run. Everyone would line up, grab a pancake, grab some coffee. It was a ton of fun. And then we would send you out on a 3 to 5 mile run. Every run pretty much included a route, and all of the runs were between 3 and 5 miles. The point of this is that you stayed fit through the winter. You know, it's hard to train for anything. Not a lot of people train through the winter. They kind of pick things up in the spring. And so we wanted to provide a way for you to come into the following year fresh and happy and active, not feeling like you had, put on the winter weight and were bummed out, because you hadn't kept up your running routine through the holidays. So the intention was to keep everybody motivated. So you got points for showing up, but you also received a point if it was under 40 degrees and if there was any sort of precipitation during the run. Snow, rain, no fog, you didn't get a point for fog. And then you got points along the way too for bringing a friend. There were always some opportunities like that as well. So that's where it got really fun. What do all the points mean? So for you guys who may not have joined Winter Warriors before, at the end of the season, which is always around Valentine's Day, we count up all the points. And if you ended up in the top half of the group, you would receive some sort of prize, which would basically pay back the fee that you paid to join Winter Warriors, which has always been really affordable. So the top 10% of this group also always got a super sweet, really nice hoodie. The next 20% of that top half received something like a beanie or gloves. And then that next 20% always received a tech tee. We always put the Winter Warriors logo all over it, as well as a fun, catchy phrase like, just do it in the dark, or just do it in the snow, just do it in the rain. And so that's what we've always done, and that's what we'll continue to do. The cool thing too is that we crown Winter Warriors champions. So the top point earner across our region in every one of our sort of regional home bases would receive a head-to-toe outfit from our brand partner. We've worked with several brands during the past, most often Nike, and this year we're working with Brooks. So pretty sweet, that champion, and we know who those champions are. They got a goofy trophy too with like a spray painted shoe. It's pretty fun. So that's what Winter Warriors looked like in the past. I think it's really important, and the reason that we decided to host this orientation is to walk you guys through key changes for this season due to COVID-19. So as it may be obvious to you, we're not going to be able to meet up this year, at least for the foreseeable future. If you were a part of the first wave of registrations, you likely signed up for some meetup times, but we're suspending all that due to the surge in COVID-19 cases. We feel like the most responsible thing to do is keep people away from each other, even though that makes us really sad. So we're going to be virtual for the foreseeable future. And of course, we'll follow up in email if anything like that changes, but I'll get into that in a second. So Winter Warriors always attracts hundreds of people. It depends on which market we're talking about, but anywhere between 50 and 300 people sign up for Winter Warriors. Again, that's why like your health and our health is the priority. So we're not going to let that, but we're not going to let that get in the way of our fun. So here's what it's going to look like. First of all, just like what we normally did, we would normally have 3 runs a week. So we're going to offer a virtual check-in every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Saturday. You have all day, literally starting at midnight of that day, to complete a 30-minute run or walk and check in and out, ideally on your smartphone, for 1 point. So I'm going to get into how you check in and out in just a little bit. So just hold your questions, and hopefully I can answer them a little bit later on. So second, we're going to offer bonus points through weekly Facebook challenges via our Fleet Feet Running Club groups on Facebook. This is going to replace the point that you would normally earn for inclement weather, given that you know as well as I do that it might be snowing on one side of town and sunny on the other. These challenges will be posted as an announcement every Monday in the Facebook group, and we promise they will be fun and challenge you to get creative with your weekly running routine. We're also going to have 3 extra challenges posted on Facebook throughout the winter season. So it's going to be 3 extra opportunities to engage with the running community virtually for 3 extra bonus points. So really, that participation on Facebook is going to kind of level you up if you're really looking to be competitive and be in the top half. In the past, we also didn't really provide weekly point updates, but this year we will. So you'll be able to find an update on the points every week on our leaderboard. And I'm going to get to where you can find that in just a second. And last, in terms of key changes, is that we're going to come together as a Northwest region to compete against one another. So we'll be crowning 4 overall Northwest Winter Warriors champions. And like I said before, we're partnering with Brooks Running. They're one of our top brands, and we're really excited not only about their footwear, but some of their upcoming apparel. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pause. We're going to make sure that you're set up to start racking up those points. So there are essentially 3 important virtual landing spots for you to have in mind as you participate. So I'm actually going to share my screen and walk you through the Fitvil app first and kind of what that looks like, as well as the Facebook bonus points and how those are going to work. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Ian, you might actually have to give me permission to do this. So let me get to that. Ian, can you go into your settings and enable screen sharing, or make me the host and I'll do it? Let's see here. All right, here we go. You guys are probably like so sick of PowerPoints, but now you guys all have to watch me. Somebody's telling me how to do it. Oh, Kim loves PowerPoints. Great. So glad to hear it. Oh. All right, here we go. Well, whatever, you guys can see it, right? Here we go. Oh my gosh. Hold on one sec, you guys. All right, I figured it out. Thanks for your patience here. All right, so this is how you use the Fitvil app. So step one is that you're going to download the Fitvil app from the App Store on your smartphone. Ian, if he hasn't already, is going to post in the chat the download link for Fitvil on iPhone as well as on Google, so for Android. And then step two is you're going to log in using your username and the password you used when you created a Fitvil account. So it's important that whatever email you use to register for Winter Warriors is the same one you use to log into the Fitvil app on your phone. And then in groups, so some of you guys might actually be a part of our Ignite training. So you might see two groups underneath your in Fitvil. So you might see that you're part of Ignite as well as Winter Warriors. So you'll see here on the right of the screen that Winter Warriors, you'll be able to find that in the groups. All right, next is you're going to find the event listed for the day. So there's going to be an event that you can participate every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. On that day only, you'll be able to check in and out of your run. And then it's super simple. You're going to push on that. So for example, that Monday run right there. And then you're going to push the green check-in button. And when you're finished, you're just going to go ahead and push the red checkout button. And a quick note, you can also check in and out from your computer or your desktop if you're logged into Fitvil as well. It's not as easy, you know, we're in such like a phone generation that it's probably easier to just use your phone if you have a smartphone. But if you don't have a smartphone or that's something you're not comfortable with or you don't like apps, you can also use your computer. All right, here's some rules. I made the font huge for you guys. So first of all, you and only you are responsible for your check-in points. So we have a lot of people that participate in this program. And the thing is if you forget, we will not retroactively give you a point. It is up to you to check in and out of your phone as long as we're meeting up virtually. When we meet up in person, if and when we do that, we can check you in and out on location, but you can check in and out from anywhere, which is kind of cool. There's some great flexibility in that. Like if you end up going somewhere or you go to an Airbnb and I don't know, if you escape to Canada, you can still check in and out from Fitvil from your phone. So we're all adults. That sounds kind of condescending because there's a lot of people on this call that are older than me, but we are, and it's your job to check in and out. So complaining about this rule could actually result in loss of points. So don't do it. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule, right? Like we want this program to be super fun. So if you're really bummed out and you just totally forgot, like we can totally work with you, but we're asking you guys to get really comfortable with checking in and out from your phone so that we can be as fair as possible to the rest of the group. And if you have any issues, this is why we're doing these orientations the week before Winter Warriors launches, is we want you guys to have plenty of time to ask us questions on the front end if you're having issues downloading the Fitvil app, finding the Winter Warriors group, etc. There won't actually be any events that appear in the Fitvil app right now because there aren't any events until next Saturday, the 28th, which is kind of your first opportunity to check in. So that's our first Saturday run. Okay, so I talked about how you can check in from anywhere. Here's another big thing. We need you to respect the honor system. So some of you guys, if you're big on Garmin, might have heard Garmin or it didn't happen. So, you know, like tracking, you got to track everything. Well, we employ the phrase Fitvil only when it did happen. So if you didn't run or walk for 30 minutes at least, don't fake that you did it. The success of this program, I was having fun with this PowerPoint. Like the success of the dollar depends on all of us trusting each other. So we all have to trust each other in order for this to be fun for everyone. Okay, here's the big deal too. So the Facebook challenge points, which are those bonus points available to you every week, our trusty run leaders across the Northwest, some of whom I referred to on this call, they will send our literal point person, who is Ian, a list of names for anyone who participated in the weekly challenge. These points will be counted in your overall leaderboard score the following Wednesday. So I want to make this clear to you guys because I'm sure there will be some confusion. Every Wednesday when the leaderboard is updated, it's only going to show accrued points from all the weeks prior. That doesn't include anything that you did Monday through Wednesday of the same week. So it's really important to note that. So if you check in and out for a run on Monday, that point isn't going to show up on the leaderboard until the following week. If you post in the Facebook challenge right away on Monday, you're not going to see that point appear in your points till the following week on the leaderboard. So I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, Facebook bonus points. Every week we're going to post a bonus challenge on Facebook. They're going to be fun. They're going to get you excited and encourage you to dress up, be weird, let your freak flag fly. You have all week to do the challenge, so through Sunday night. And what you want to do is post about it in the comments of the post. We do the rest, but you have to comment within the post itself to earn your point. The reason for that is that post will be marked as an announcement, so it'll be really easy for everybody to find, and we're going to make that list of names and send them over to our point person, Ian. As you guys know, if you comment in a Facebook discussion group, it automatically sorts and drops some things lower than others. And so we don't want to lose track of your participation. So that's why we're asking you to post about the challenge in the comments of the actual challenge. All right. Weekly leaderboard. So through a bunch of magic and hustle, our Northwest Run leaders will count up your points at the beginning of every week and post an updated leaderboard on Wednesday at 8 a.m. So I kind of talked to you guys about that accumulation. Understand again that Monday through Wednesday, if you get any points, they won't show up till the following week. So this is just a funny little joke. This is how it started, how it's going. It's a little bit, it's a little bit tough out there, but we're glad that you guys are all joining us. All right. The last thing is that leaderboard. So Ian will, if he hasn't already, he will post the link to the leaderboard. You'll be able to find at 8 a.m. every Wednesday an updated, the updated points. The top 50 people will actually be, their names will be listed on the leaderboard, but there'll also be a link to everybody's names. So you'll be able to see how close you are to being in the top 50, and it'll be live, right? So if we grow and our group is at 300, if you're in the top 150 of those points earners, that means that you're going to be winning a prize, and it's going to change and fluctuate. If you're right at that 50% line, it's going to change and fluctuate week to week. So you really want to fight and work for those points. So I want to leave time for questions, but here's your homework. Your homework is to download the Fitvil app on your smartphone and make sure you're logged in using that same email that you used to register for the program. Your second piece of homework is to join the Fleet Feet Running Club Facebook group in your area. So we have 4 Facebook groups. We have one for the Boise area, one for the Puget Sound, one for Spokane, and one for the Portland, Vancouver area. The first Winter Warriors related post will be on Black Friday. So that's the first time you're actually going to have an opportunity to earn a point. That would be when we would usually host our pancake run. And third, you want to save that leaderboard link somewhere on your desktop or in your email if you want to access the leaderboard regularly. You can also find a link to that leaderboard on our website by going to the training tab and clicking on Winter Warriors. It's within the website as well. And so I've talked about this several times on the call, but due to the increased restrictions across our region that started this week, we are suspending small group meetups. So I want to make sure anyone who hopped on a little bit later in the call is aware of that. And we will continue to only offer this as a virtual program until those restrictions are lifted. When that happens, you will get an email with an opportunity to sign up for weekly small group meetup times. These spots will actually be available weekly on a first come, first served basis. So you don't have to sign up for the entire length of the program. You can just sign up week to week in what works for your schedule. So here are my parting words before I get to any questions. Your first check-in opportunity is going to be Saturday, November 28th. That's the first time you're actually going to be able to check in via Fitvil. The first time you can actually participate in a bonus challenge is on Black Friday. So we're going to have a pancake post on Black Friday on our Facebook groups. And you'll have the opportunity through the end of that week to participate in that specific challenge. So I'm going to get to any questions anyone has now. So feel free to continue to post them in the chat. And then we'll wrap up. So Bill says, easy to set a reminder on your phone to check in for runs. Thanks, Bill. I don't see any questions so far. Weeks go from Sunday to Saturday. They go from Monday. That's a good question, Shauna or Shona. They go from Monday to Sunday. You got it. Guys, if I don't have that many questions, I'm gonna feel really good that I did a good job. I'm really glad. Okay, should I look for a pancake recipe? Graham, yes. Your clue is that you should be looking for a good pancake recipe. When does the program end? It ends on Valentine's Day. If I have my calendar right, that's actually a weekend day, so we'll do our awards and crown our champion the following week. All of this is going to go out through email too, so you'll be able to, you'll get regular updates. We believe in over communicating versus under communicating. So just make sure that you're getting our emails. If you didn't, obviously you guys all got the email yesterday, otherwise you wouldn't be on this call. But if you're not getting emails at any point, please let one of us know. Can you email these links? Oh wait, hold on. All signed up. Josh says, are the Facebook challenges coming out on a certain day? Yep, they'll be posted every Monday morning. When is the first run? Wait, can you email these links? Kelly, what links are you looking for? Oh, the links that we posted. Yes, we can email those out. They should all be in your email as well. The link to the leaderboard will be in your email. The links to the Facebook group are in your email. But we'll continue to reiterate and make sure that everyone has those links on a regular basis. What is the first run after the pancake run? The first run after the pancake run, Richard, is going to be that Saturday the 28th. That's your first opportunity to check in virtually. Kim says we have one Facebook account for our house. Kim, I would just say this is, for Kim and for your husband, and name both of you guys for you both to get points if you both participate. We'll make sure we take care of you there. Will we be posting suggested routes and workouts for Winter Warriors to use? That's a great question. We can definitely incorporate that into our weekly challenges and make sure you guys have some good route suggestions along the way. There's going to be specific challenges that challenge you to find a flight of stairs in your area, right? And post a selfie from the top of the stairs, something like that. So in those cases, we'll definitely post route proposals for you guys so that if you're looking to explore a new area, you'll have a map via Strava. Robin says, will we earn points sign? I don't know what that means. So Robin, if you can clarify and unmute yourself, I'd be happy to answer that question. Oh, Robin said, can we earn points referring new members? We don't have a way to do that this year, so we won't be doing referral points. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is my first time hosting a Winter Warriors orientation, so thanks for hanging with me as I tried to remember how to do PowerPoint. Yeah, Ian says we have a Strava club for Fleet Feet PNW, which has several routes for each market mapped out. Check these for ideas, totally. So thank you guys for joining me. I will make sure that all these links are out. I'm so excited. Definitely invite a friend, even if you're not getting referral points. We're going to make this fun. I want you guys to meet new friends on Facebook. You know, that's a kind of a weird place to meet people, but it's our opportunity to connect with each other and keep each other healthy and motivated. This is a really dark, yucky season. It already was because we're all in the Pacific Northwest, but it's especially hard. And we want to be cheerleaders for you guys. So we're all on board to cheer you on, and we're excited that you've joined us. We can't wait to see you next Friday on Facebook and next Saturday via Fitvil. So thanks, you guys. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you soon.